Hi guys. Okay, I have no idea what is wrong with my camera still. I need to get a new camera soon, but it's just like the frame rate is really weird, and I tried fixing it and nothing's working. The lighting might be different too from last video because I'm trying a new lighting setup on my camera. Anyways, so yes, I did read some viral TikTok books or Booktok books. First one was, see how the frame rate's really weird? Okay. The first one was Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. And the second one was Akatar, or A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. And these are the spines. And then this is how the back of them looks. Why is the frame rate so weird? Sorry, I just can't get over that, and it's probably very annoying, but we're just gonna have to deal with it because I don't know how to fix it on my camera. I literally tried almost everything. So I might still be talking a little funny, or my mouth maybe moving a little weird. I got my wisdom teeth, all 4 of them removed about 2 weeks ago now. And during that time, I was watching a lot of YouTube because I didn't even feel like reading till like the last 2 or 3 days of me resting. So basically I was watching a lot of videos on YouTube on like what books to read and what people are reading. And I basically turned over to like the BookTube universe is literally what happened. Sorry, it's just so weird, the frame rate. It's just like lagging and it's like so slow. I hate it so much, sorry. I just can't get over it. So I saw a lot of like booktubers and a lot of people recommending so many books. And then, obviously I feel like the TikTok app knew that I was watching YouTube videos on my TV about BookTube. And then all I started getting on my For You page was nothing but Booktok books, like suggestions and like all these viral books, all these popular books, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know what came over me. I like never really do this, I don't think. I just like read whatever I want. So it was kind of shocking to me to have that urge to read these books that everyone else is reading and raving about. The first one, I didn't know it was like a self-published book, to be honest, which I think it is because when I received it in the mail, it said like made in Las Vegas. So I was like, oh. First one reading Magnolia Parks. So I know the cover is so interesting, right? So I had seen this at Barnes & Noble several weeks ago. And I kind of knew very faintly about it because I had seen it like once before, I think. And I was like, that looks like a really weird book. Like the cover is very different from anything I've seen ever before. Anyway, skip ahead to it being so viral and popular that I had to buy it myself. I'm gonna try to do like a non-spoiler review. So I thought the book was good. It kind of reads, I don't know if this is still a bad thing or a good thing. It kind of reads like a Wattpad book, like a Wattpad writing. The writing was very easy to read though. It's like a stream of consciousness. The only thing though, I'm not gonna rate these books. Like a lot of booktubers do that. I have the rating in my head already, but I don't want to rate it. I just don't want to. I'm just gonna give you my thoughts about it. I feel like the book was good, but the only thing that made me not like it was the fact that there's a lot of like drugs and like a lot of alcohol and so much violence. It's just like so much violence, like for no reason, literally. It's just 23-year-old, 25-year-olds just being so dumb and annoying. And I can say that because I'm 25. Okay, so BJ, so basically the story is this. BJ Valentine with a B, BJ Valentine with a B, which stands for Baxter James, and Magnolia Parks are like the on and off again relationship. And all their friends, they have a lot of friends in their friend group. They're all very rich, very wealthy, and they just have like the most extravagant trips and a lot of drama. I never understood why everyone says this is the London version of Gossip Girl, like the British version of Gossip Girl. I don't see it like that. I see this more as being literally like the Rich Kids of Beverly Hills reality show turned like London style, if that makes sense. That's literally how I see it, because it's like, I feel like it's so much more drama than like Gossip Girl is, and this is more like relationship based. And I don't know what's going on with the outfits. Sorry to the author. I love the book, but because someone literally made an Instagram about the outfits that Magnolia wears in like every chapter. It's very like fashion forward. If you don't like that, then I don't know if you'll like the book, but it's not that heavy. And like the way that it's written, it's like this like jacquard dress, or like the way that the outfit's described, it's literally like how like the website would have it described, and it's like no human would actually describe it like that. But she actually does describe it like that in dialogue, because she knows like what every single person's wearing, because she's like this fashion guru. I didn't like that, because like no human speaks like that. I don't even think Jessa Hastings herself speaks like that. But I guess that's the whole point of the book, that you create characters that, I guess that's the whole point of writing, right? I would know because I write books too, that you make things like unbelievable. And I hate when people try to make things like, oh, well, you have to write books that are like realistic. Like, no, that's the whole point of writing the book, that it's not realistic. If you wanted it to be realistic, why don't you read a memoir or a documentary? No, but honestly, like, it just kind of like threw me off. It's very weird, like how she wrote that. Like, I don't even want to read an example, but like the people who read it, you know what I mean, and you know what I'm talking about. This is a very toxic relationship. I've never read about a relationship more toxic ever before, like ever. This is like so bad, so toxic. And to the readers that are reading it, like, do not think that this kind of relationship is okay. A lot of people say they're like soulmates, and then like, or like twin flames or whatever, and then like they're just like have to go through so much chaos, and then it never works out. But like, no, like, don't even buy into that. Like, I wouldn't even want to be in a relationship like that. It's way too chaotic. They hurt themselves way too much, even though they're both doing it to themselves. It doesn't matter, and they're both aware of it, and they both kind of consent to hurting each other emotionally. And it's just like very, very draining. And I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I did also read the sequel, Daisy Hates, because I wanted to read the third Magnolia book. And of course, I can't read the third one if I don't read the second one. So Daisy Hates could have been way better without all of that violence. I know she's part of the Italian mafia. Don't care. That one just wasn't as good as Magnolia Parks 1. I haven't read Magnolia Parks 3 yet, but I am going to buy it soon. Maybe in like a week or two. I don't know, because I'm actually reading books all of a sudden like very, very fast and comprehending them. I think it's because they're just like fiction books, so it's not like the normal ET stuff I read, which is very dense, and even a short book of that sometimes might take me a while to read because the information is just like downloading into my cells. Anyways, so that was Magnolia Parks. I don't know what else to say about it other than it was pretty good. Unless you don't like toxic relationships, don't read it. What else can I say about it? I don't know. I love the spine. I mean, I don't know what it is about the spine, but I just love it. It's so aesthetic to me. Like, I just love it. And then the back is like, eh. Okay. So, do not chop my head off, and do not come for me for this. Please do not. I will literally delete your comment. I don't care. I will not read your comment, and I will just not care. I will just know that your comment is very annoying, and I will just delete it. Because I don't want to have to look at it again. So, ACOTAR, I was seeing this everywhere, even like on my Instagram feed, and I was like, whoa, like, I don't even know how long ago this came out, like a year or two ago, so I'm like kind of behind, but I do love the covers. Like, I had seen the covers at Barnes& and Noble too. You know, I live at Barnes& and Noble. But I had seen the covers at Barnes& and Noble too. I really didn't care for it. I didn't know anything about it. I literally thought it was like a Game of Thrones, and I don't know, like the politics of something like Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings, I don't know what it is. To me, it's so dense, and it's very hard to create these worlds in my head myself, even though that's what I love to do with like Marvel and stuff like that, which is very weird. But sometimes these writers can make it very difficult. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not the author's fault. Like, it's just my brain. My brain just can't wrap around like how to create these worlds. It's so weird. Even though I literally have like multiverses in my head of like Marvel and stuff, like maybe it's because of the comics and it's easier to see it visually. I don't know what it is. Anyways, no, but like even in visuals, like I can't even get into like Game of Thrones or like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. I can enjoy it for like what it is, but it's another thing for me to like understand what's going on. Like, it's so, I don't know what it is, but I know other people can relate. It's like so heavy and so much for me to understand. Not that I don't like it, but it's just like something's wrong with my brain. Like, it's like hard for me to grasp it. I don't know what it is. Okay, stop. I read this, don't ask me how, but I read this in 2 sittings. One, I read like 100 pages one day because it was like getting late and I wasn't able to read too much. I don't really like to read at night, but sometimes I literally will force myself because I'm so into it. And then the next day I was off of work, and I had nothing to do, literally nothing to do. So I literally ate breakfast, drank water, and like drank smoothies and all of that, literally not stopping to read, and I finished in like 6 hours, which is very insane for me because it's like 440 pages or something like that. But anyways, I don't understand what the hype is about for this one. And before you chop my head off, the reason I read this one is because everyone says that Akumov, which is A Court of Mist and Fury, everyone says it's the best one. So I understand that because, like, for example, like with Hunger Games, I know Hunger Games Catching Fire, which is the second one, to me that was the best one, so I understand. But there's no way for me to read the second book if I don't read the first one, obviously, duh, or I'm gonna be so confused. And I did not even want to do like the short way out, like the shortcut way out, and just watch a video and to tell me what it's about, because it's not the same. Like, people don't understand things the way that I understand them when I read them. Everyone's different, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's gonna POV it differently. Yeah, so I still don't understand what the hype is about with this one. I do understand how it's like a Beauty and the Beast type of story, but like also not really, but like also like I kind of understand. I already have A Court of Mist and Fury, and I haven't started it yet because I was just finishing the book that I'm about to review right after this video. I literally read 3 novels in 7 days. 4 novels in 7 days. Maybe it's probably like 9 days by now, but I don't know how I did that. So crazy. What else can I say about this? Sorry. It's good, but I didn't see how it was worth all of the hype that it's getting so far. Okay, you have to listen to me. So far, because I've only read this one. I'm going to read the second one. I'm going to read all of the second one. And what was I saying? If I do really like the second one, then I will read the third one. And maybe I'll like really like the series. But here's the thing. If I don't like the second one, even if I do finish it, I'm not going to continue the series. Like, I've learned the hard way through my reading journey of reading so many books throughout my life that there's better ways to spend my time than force myself to read a book or series that I am not enjoying just for the sake of finishing it, or for the sake of having to say something good about it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's these 2. These are the viral TikTok, Booktok, Booktube books that I read. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about them. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But I'm literally going to be in the same outfit because I'm about to film my review for a really good book that I literally just finished reading this morning, and you're probably going to want to read the watch the review that I have for that one.